So we're picking up where we left off on Saturday, where we were we were covering the concept of the idea, we're intuition, essentially. Right? We're going through and we're comparing illusion with intuition and the contrast between the two. Now, I found this to be, in my own experience, one of the most profound writings I've read, in quite a while, because we found out about how the idea, how it comes from the mind of God, essentially, and works its way down to the human, to the physical plane, into the into the brain, to the mind, and then how this ideal, this idea becomes this ideal, and an ideal is supposed to be temporary expression, but they end up becoming idols, and then we get stuck on them, and we're having to deal on the result of people, of the energies that are causing this, and it makes things difficult when we're not willing to continue on. So it often becomes an idol, and the fanatical, misunderstood, and overemphasized goal of the masses under the guidance of some pronounced idealist. And this is what we're talking about. This is so profound, and you can, in my opinion, you can see so much of this going on. We're not supposed to become stagnant. Now, in a strange way, in that as I'm talking about this, we need conscious awarenesses to cure. But we have a lot to work through, including astrological conditions and such too, and retrogrades and things like that. So we're dealing on a lot. All right, well, today we're picking up with the four types of people who are subject to revelation and through the awakening of the intuition. That was such a great section. So one, those on the line of the world's saviors. These touch and sense the divine plan and are pledged to service and to work for the salvation of humanity. They are found expressing different and varying degrees of realization, stretching all the way from the man who seeks to reveal divinity in his own life and to his immediate small circle, through the medium of the changes and effects wrought in his personal life, to those great intuitives and world saviors such as the Christ. The former is motivated in all probability by some one intuitive crisis which entirely remade him and gave him a new sense of values. The latter can, at will, rise into the world of intuitive perception and values, and there ascertain the will of God and a wide vision of the plan. Such great representatives of deity have the freedom of the holy city, Shambhala, and of the New Jerusalem, the hierarchy. She's also Jerusalem's city of peace, right? And they are thus unique in their contacts, and there have been relatively few of them as yet. Those who are on the line of the prophets, these touch the plan at high intuitive moments and know what the immediate future holds. I do not refer here to the Hebrew prophets, so familiar to the West, but to all who see clearly what should be done to lead humanity out of darkness into light, beginning with the situation as it is and looking forward into a future of divine consummation. They have a clear picture in their mind of what is possible to accomplish and the power to point it out to the people of their time. They necessarily range all the way from those who have a relatively clear vision of the cosmic picture and objectives to those who simply see the next step ahead for the race or the nation. Isaiah and Ezekiel are the only two of the Hebrew prophets who had true prophetic and cosmic vision. The others were small but intelligent men who, from analysis and deduction, assessed the immediate future and indicated immediate possibilities. They had no direct revealing intuition. In the New Testament, John, the beloved disciple, was privileged to gain a cosmic picture and a true prophetic vision, which he embodied in the Apocalypse. But he is the only one who so achieved, and he achieved because he loved so deeply, so wisely, and so inclusively. His intuition was evoked through the depth and intensity of his love as it was in his master, the Christ. That's pretty interesting, I would say. This is 3, those who are the true priests. They are priests by spiritual calling and not by choice. It is the misunderstanding of the province and duties of a priest which has led all the churches in the East and the West to their disastrous authoritarian position. The love of God and the true spiritual incentive which recognizes God immanent in all nature and peculiarly expressing that divinity in man is lacking in the bulk of the priesthood in all the world religions. Love is not the guide, the indicator, and the interpreter. Hence the dogmatism of the theologian, his ridiculous and profound assurances of correct interpretation, and his oft-times cruelty, cloaked by his claim of right principles and good intentions. But the true priest exists and is found in all religions. He is the friend and the brother of all, and because he loves so deeply, wisdom is his, and if he is of a mental type and training, his intuition is awakened, and revelation is his reward. Ponder on this. The true priest is rare and is not found only in the so-called holy orders. Ponder on that too. His intuition is awakened and revelation is his reward. So it appears that revelation comes through the same way as intuition, but a different type of interval or different type of channel alongside it or something. Like it's there. It's more significant. It's a reward. 4, those who are the practical mystics and occultists. These, by virtue of a disciplined life an ardent aspiration, and a trained intellect have succeeded in invoking the intuition and are therefore personally in touch with the true source of divine wisdom. This, it is their function to interpret and to formulate into temporary systems of knowledge. There are many such working patiently today in the world, unrecognized and unsought by the unthinking. Their need today is to assemble themselves in this hour of the world need, and so let their voice be clearly heard. These people are resolving the sense of duality into a known unity, and their preoccupation with reality and their deep love of humanity have released the intuition. When this release has taken place, no barriers are felt, and true knowledge as a result of revealed wisdom is the gift which such people have to give to their race and time. These are the four groups who are exchanging illusion for the intuition. This is the initial resolution of the pairs of opposites, for there is no such resolution without the aid of the intellect, because the intellect, through analysis, discrimination, and right reasoning, indicates what should be done. The contrast between glamour and illumination is our next section here. I'm going to pause this for just a minute. I wanted to think about that for just a minute, and I'm going to stop the video here for today. And then I'm going to stop it for now, and then I'm going to pick up and start a new video. But this is something really to think about, right? This is its own little section, I want to say, in a way. And these are the four types of people who are subject to revelation through the awakening of the intuition. And let's see, if we don't fit in there somewhere, right? And pay attention to, how we can achieve this awakening of the intuition, which is really in this book and is shared with us. How to do that, or the process of how it's done, because we have to do it on our own for the most part, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there, and we'll pick up again with the next section.